Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is the first episode of a multi-part series on the Saab 900 Turbo Rally Car. There aren't a ton of people doing them, but I see, like the group threads, there are a couple. But there's not a lot of information on YouTube about even just rallying these cars or even the process of doing it. So I figured I'd take a stab at it and get this car from non-running to actually competitive within its class, obviously. Rally car. There were a couple things that need to be done for this guy specifically to get it running. So I guess the goal is just kind of be make it clean, make it running, making it driving, and then making it fast. It was in, again, non-running condition. I got it for $500 off of Facebook Marketplace. So, and it was just kind of passed down through owners for the last 10 years. I don't think it's been on the road since 2013, but they were the previous person who owned this car had said that it only needs a couple things to get running, which I know is obviously, take that with a grain of salt. There's obviously going to be a lot more that goes into making it run. And the interior was when I found it, was in terrible condition. I mean, the headliner was completely gone. The seats were completely thrashed. I mean, there was a lot of stuff. And the carpets were completely molded, black molded out. So I think this would be a good project to do, to strip everything down, get it to its spare components, and then start building it back up as an actual running and driving, and then slowly, kind of a rolling type project, become an actual competitive rally car. I think I'm probably going to shoot for 250 horsepower as a stage 1 or a V1 style rally car build. Obviously it's front wheel drive, so it's not able to compete with a lot of the Subarus that are in my area for a lot of the SCCA rallies. And obviously it's sitting on jacks, it's not even running yet, so I'm not even going to worry about it until at least it's running and driving. But I figured I'd get an update on at least the first part of this series, which is just getting it running. That's going to be this main episode, and I think the next one's going to be, oh my god, I finally fired up. Let's see what we could do with it now. So what's been done to the car in the engine bay is new spark plugs, new distributor cap, a new rotor, and an idle air control valve. That's what the previous owner told me was needed to get it running. Obviously a new battery as well. I do have spark, I tested it. I'll show a slow-mo video of that happening. But also too, I guess the previous owner didn't wire the ignition coil correctly, so I went ahead and followed the specifications in the Bentley manual and got that done. So overall, the engine should be solid. I tested compression and I got about 125 each, but also my tester wasn't great, so I think we're just gonna raw dog it and see what happens. But overall, the engine bay is pretty solid. It's kind of the fuel system that's the last component to get this car running. One of the things I was trying to do with this car is completely gut it, and as you can see, that's what's going on. Obviously took off the steering wheel. It did come with a wooden steering wheel, as you can see right here, which is very fancy, and I could clean this up with some sandpaper and reglaze it, and it would easily clean right up, and I could either sell this or keep it with the car. I think I'm going to change this to a saw belt suede steering wheel, I think, just for not only looks, but also I like the texture of it. But yeah, this is kind of the status of the car at the moment. One of the last things I have to do with this fuel tank is get this rubber grommet to fit correctly. This is the wrong size. So this is a slightly bigger than a 1/2 inch, and this is slightly, I think this is at a 1/2 inch. So I don't know if there's discrepancy between where the conversion is between metric and imperial is, but I don't know if that's the issue. But I'm thinking about epoxying this hole, cleaning that up a bit, and then drilling a new hole to fit like kind of next to it, or you know, adjacent to it. That's like right here, with maybe just a slightly longer line to the actual fuel pump. I just don't know if that's going to be the best fit for this. I don't know if anybody in the comments knows what the right fitting size is. I tried to measure this one right here, and it's just a different size. This is like a 1/2 inch internal diameter, and then it's slightly larger on the outside. So I don't know if I just maybe ordered the wrong part, but it's kind of hard and kind of a rabbit hole to find it. One upgrade I wanted to make that's not really necessary was take out the dash and flock it. I know that's not really like the most functional add, considering all the other parts of this project I've had to do that are to make the car run, but I figured I'm already going to take it out. The seats are already out of the car. I mean, everything's pretty much gutted, so when I'm in town, I might as well take it out, clean it up. I think that'll clean up the look in here and make it more like sporty, but yeah, it should be a fun ad. I'm excited for that. One of the ads I wanted to do with this car was to do a carbon fiber overlay for the dash fascia. Based off of AP9's engineering video, he has a, like, just one day he threw some carbon fiber on there, and it looks, I thought it's gonna look amazing with the flock dash. Here's the dash setup right now. I mean, obviously it's just standard vinyl that comes with the car, but it's all cracked and faded, so I figured why not? Wouldn't hurt to sand it down, make it look pretty. By far one of the biggest challenges in getting this car running is definitely the fuel system. I had to replace all these lines and obviously drop the fuel tank, which was more work than I was really wanting to do. I was hoping to keep the tank in the car and just deal with it. Just throw a fuel pump in there and just call it a day. But a lot of these lines were not safe to even start, so got on Amazon and ordered some new lines. I also have new ones down here with brass barb fittings to kind of throw them to the old lines that are still good. Yeah, so a lot of the nylon for the fuel fittings for the fuel filter are also bad, but hopefully I can get away with it just to start the car and get it going. But as you can see, it's kind of a big undertaking, taking everything out and then having to put it all back together after you break stuff. All in all, I think this is going to be a super fun project, and I hope you stick around for it. Not much else to do while I'm waiting on parts. I'm still waiting on carbon fiber, I'm waiting on the epoxy and hardening agent, and I'm still waiting on padded dash filler, so that will be for the cracked dash. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, or if you want me to change my style. I'm just kind of experimenting with making these videos and making sure that they're of the best quality that I can with the equipment that I have. I'm hoping to upgrade the lighting. All I have is a spot lamp that I got at Walmart, so you know, we'll make do with what we got, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and stick around.